Hey, what's up? Scott Balkum here with Imagination Creation Films, and today, well, it's Thursday, which means it's your day to ask me anything you want. I got my cigar. Here we go. That's right, it's Thursday, which means if I stick to the schedule and it actually works, that means that it is your day to talk to me about whatever you want to talk about or whatever I've done this week, because that is kind of the way I want to set this up. I don't want to do this all the time. I don't want to live stream all the time. I want to put out my videos. I want to do other stuff. I want to work. I want to get paid, you know, all that good stuff. So I figure Mondays I put out a video, Tuesdays I do a live stream on a specific topic. Wednesdays I put out another video, and then Thursdays we talk about whatever you want to talk about. If it's anything I've done the past week or past month, year, my lifetime, cigars, whatever you want to talk about, I'm totally into this. Jamie, you don't like the intro. That is so typical Jamie. That is sadness right there. That is it's exactly what I expect. From you, sir, from you. So, yeah, we are cruising here. Well, that's interesting. So the 720p stream, what? I was doing 1080. Man, if I'm, no. Well, that's stupid. I said stupid like 3 times. I'm just using the new YouTube intelligence analytics when looking at my live stream here, just to see how many people are actually tuned in. Oh, the stream's current bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate of 4.5 megabits. That's all I got, 4.5 megabits. That's just silly. What do I got here? What am I streaming at? Again, Thursday. Whatever. Thursday is your day. That means you choose what you want, and we're going to talk about that. So, no, I'm going full on. I'm not rescaling. I am at 1080. I'm at 1500, but I'm using VBR. I mean, come on now. That's the way you want to do it. That way I'm just not sitting there pounding away at the internet stream. Whiny. Ooh, that's interesting. So, yeah. We are live. The lighting, I'm still playing with it. I mean, I just had the turntable set up with some lighting of the Tequila Cinema Vista Prime's review that I had just done. If you have not seen it, you should check it out on my channel. I'm sure it will actually link it right here. But yeah, I got to finish that review on that, shot a bunch of stuff on that. I was really pleased with those lenses, and I had the lenses all set up over here on the turntable so that I could capture them nicely and all pretty like and all that good stuff. So the lighting was all, of course, torn up. And then the time before that, I had it all set up for green screen. Eventually, when I get all my lighting done, it's going to be super fast everywhere, and I'll just be able to get up and go. Yeah, so I'm smoking, which one is this one? Can't read it. I remember this one. Well, I'll get to it later. It's cigar day. Every day cigar day. Come on. Every day is a great excuse to enjoy a delicious cigar. Yeah, this one is much better because it's showing me there's 2 people connected. The other one would like update every once in a blue moon, and that's not good because we don't have blue moons that often. And I need to know what everybody would like to talk about. Yeah. Talk about ingesting tobacco. Don't inhale when you lick it. Yeah, Jamie, you should get a tequila lens. You should get a whole set. Let's talk about GoPro. My friend got the GoPro 7 Black with Hypersmooth. It's digital correction. It's all it is. And you know what? Digital correction is not perfect. Too many problems with it. Let's get this light. No. Which is this light. Ow! Quit sticking your hand over the hot torch. Not good. So we're lighting this wonderful, delicious cigar live on YouTube. Because it's a great way to get that beautiful, wonderful atmosphere. You know, that atmosphere that everybody likes in their movie sets. Yeah, Hypersmooth. Hypersmooth is, it's digital stabilization. Digital stabilization can't be perfect. It's just not possible. Hey, Gerald, how are you? Thought it looked pretty good. I feel like my post-stabilization would have had everything bending all over the place. Yeah, Jamie, the reason why, if you would have shot yours the way that GoPro shot theirs, yours would work. So instead of using the 180-degree rule or the double the frame rate for your shutter speed, boost that puppy up. Go 1,000th of a second. So every single frame is a photo. Do that. There won't be any motion blur whatsoever. And guess what? All of a sudden, your digital stabilization is going to be able to work wonderfully because it's designed to work with that. It doesn't like motion blur. And on the flip side, take that GoPro and set it to 1/48th of a shutter and watch the magic fail. Also, GoPros suck. I'm sorry. They just do. Gerald, how's it going? How's your world? I'm dropping a few frames periodically, but not horrible. I can deal with 1%. But I do like my. Why is it not saying 1080 stream? I really need to understand that because I am definitely sending out a 1080 stream. Really weird. Yes, Peter McKinnon was flown out to GoPro to go to the event. And when you do that, you say nice things. This is how the industry works. It's kind of a nice thing, which is why if you look, all the stuff that I do and go to and participate in and review are things that I know ahead of time. I'm not looking for a free trip. I am already knowing about this industry. I am happy to talk about Kessler all day long. I buy their products. I buy them. I mean, it's different. I wasn't given their products. I was purchasing them myself. That's how you get to know things. I bought my red myself. Now I go to red parties. I bought my red myself, and I am connected to people who are in the same industry. This is fun. I like that. Yeah. The industry is probably doing. You're where at, Gerald? I want to say in the Boston area. Is that right, or somewhere on the East Coast, if I remember correctly? Virginia. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I that area. Yeah. Jamie, you have a red crayon. Wow, look at all that beautiful smoke. Wow, look at that. Getting that nice haze. Now I need to pull out some beams of light. Getting pretty good at punching in that audio track. I like that. The promo audio. I don't actually have to do the intro. I can just do the song. Let's have it. Let's play it. Yay! Here we are. Everybody. Come on, everybody loves that song now, except for Jamie. Jamie doesn't like. Did everybody see the taquina review? If you saw the taquina review, if you saw that funny looking dude wearing headphones while he runs, that's Jamie. I made him wear headphones. He's like, I look like a dork. I'm like, no, the headphones don't hurt. Yeah, that was Jamie. He's a good sport, and he's a better runner than I am. Jamie, did you shoot some stuff with that lens? I haven't seen any photos from it. I am interested in seeing what you can do, sir. Hey, Robert, how are you, buddy? Yeah, those all those shots at the beginning, those are some of the shots from my film that I'm gonna be working on for months here. And those are just like a first pass grade. Those are not a final grade by any stretch. So I was really kind of blown away with some of that. Now I did work on those the storm footage quite a bit. I loved the way that looks. That's my buddy Bill told me was that it looked like that scene or that opening. I forget which movie production company it was, where you're driving down the road and there's a storm and there's a tree coming up and then lightning strikes it. Looks kind of like that. Robert says, doing well, ingesting some footage from some tabletop stuff I've been fiddling with. Well, what kind of tabletop stuff? I'm not saying that. Tabletop stuff. I like tabletops. I can't even say it. I like tabletop stuff. It's fun to shoot. It's fun to shoot up close. I am looking forward to actually doing some more macro here really soon. I haven't used this lens in quite a while, and I now have a ring light. It's a cheap ring light from Amazon, but it's one of those that I have not used a ring light in the past, and I think I'm going to like it. I just want to make sure, so I bought a cheap one. It is so incredibly bright, but this is that super, 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 super macro. It goes up to 5 times magnification. It is a beast of a macro, and I mean, look at it. Keep going here, keep going. That's the macro. That's at 5 times magnification. That's at 3, and then 1. The thing with this lens is it does not focus. It does not have a mechanism to focus. So you actually focus it by moving it further and further away from your subject or closer in, which is interesting because it makes it more of a challenge. Because I mean, you get to the point when you're doing that kind of a macro where you're trying to shoot this and your lens is right next to it. I mean, literally right next to it. Who else we got out there? We got lots of people joined in. That's right. Hey, it's Jason H. Hey, buddy. How's England? Lots of comments coming through here. Still need to buy my wide angle. Yeah, you do. You got to save for it, dude. Would use back? I guess would use. I found it used for 200. Yeah, you probably can. Yeah, Bruckheimer. Yes, exactly. That's the intro. That one storm scene kind of looks like, except I didn't do motion in it. I hadn't set up the kill shock yet. Robert Del Toro is actually Jamie's Productions. Missed you, bro. Well, I missed you too, man. I like my international folks. I like all my peoples. My peoples everywhere that keep me going, keep me smiling, keep me happy and interacting, and that's the way. How's the lighting? The lighting okay? I need to do something up here. I just don't know what yet. I've been toying with motivation on this set, trying to get. I mean, I've got this light kind of flagged off now, where it's just. I mean, if I just raise up, it's gone. The only light you're getting is this one right here, which is to bounce off my head. And then we've got this little lamp over here, which I found at a swap meet kind of thing. It was kind of cool. I took my wife to an antique shop. That's funny. Usually it's the other way around. And I'm like, I want this lamp, I want this lamp, I want this lamp. And so we bought the lamp. And then it's being lit by the hive light up here. Jamie doesn't miss any of you? Whatever. The lighting stinks. Jamie's a troll. You're a troll, Jamie. You're like you don't like the angles? What angles? Oh, of the two? Yeah. That's not the... It's an option. So, and several other live streams, I don't know if you caught them. My intention is to be able to shoot this way towards the brick, this way towards the window, diagonally as well. And I plan on changing this window up a little bit. You're not a troll. I'm a vital part of these streams. He's the court jester. You don't like the angle. You don't like the table or the camera. Do you like the cigar? The cigar's pretty good. You're not a cigar smoker. That's a shame. I figure in England it would be all the rage to smoke pipes. You like the turntable action going on here with the red? It's not well lit. Sadly, I ran out of lights to... Well, that's not true. That's not true. You know what I could do? Since, I mean, we always just light on the fly around here because that's how we roll the Balkum live streams. We are going to take this little ring light here, and it's so silly. Let's just see what we can do here. We're still live streaming. I'm just gonna, this is gonna be hilarious if it works. And emphasis on hilarious. I think this is going to be extremely hilarious. Jamie won't find it hilarious. Jamie doesn't find anything hilarious. He doesn't like most things. But let's see here. Oh, we can see it. Ring light above. And boom, disappeared. And we'll just move this back around just like that. There we go. Now Jamie will hate that. It's kind of shadowy. That's all right. It's not the point. The point is to be different. A little too bright to be. I don't like what it's doing on my desk. Of course, Jamie doesn't either. But it adds a nice little amount of light on the top. All right, let's see here. What do you think about the EOS? This type of stuff is unacceptable on the Balkum live streams. What do you think of the EOS R? I've heard they screwed up the 4K with the big crop. Canon does not know how to do 4K without a crop. They really, really don't know how to do 4K without a crop. It is really weird. I love the Canon image. I really like the Canon image. I just don't know why they can't do it. No, I mean the camera angle. You don't like the camera angle? Which angle do you mean? That I'm not centered? Because I'm technically not, because I wanted to get the camera in there. Which is weird, considering the A7 III doesn't crop that much and does cost more. Well, Sony knows how to do it, whereas Canon just does not seem to do it. But again, the one difference, Canon has that dual pixel autofocus, and it is really, really good at autofocus. And my guess is it has something to do with why they always have to crop. There must be something in the way the dual pixel works that they can't use a full sensor. I'm not central. Well, let me be like, oh, I see what you mean. Well, I mean, okay, Jason, for you, I mean, that's what we do. We light on the fly, we edit on the fly. So for you, Jason, I'm going to go ahead and just tweak it just ever so slightly. I don't want this monitor so much in there, so when it pops in, I got to, okay, yeah, we got to pull it back. There we go. So that's the best I'm going to do for you, Jason. That's it. So is that any better? I mean, now I don't like this right here. I wonder if I can move the table any closer. No. It's all locked off on me. You've ruined everything, Jason. Now you're not going to like that. Oh, I centered now? Am I better? I'm live in person? Let's see here. He left the stream. Who left the stream? Who's that? Who left the stream? Somebody left the stream. Several people left the stream. That's sad. I'm not dropping frames. That's good. I must just be a bad conversationalist. Fair enough. Look at the production value. Yeah, it also hits the smoke and adds some atmosphere. That's why I'm doing it. I'm doing this to create that wonderful atmosphere in here. I need like some directional beams. Oh, Jamie left the stream? I hadn't noticed. The way that smoke just curls into my hat. Look at the two different color the smokes here. That was a little weird, actually. How did that happen? It was very yellow right here and white right there. That's weird. Yeah, I need some more. I mean, all these nice soft lights are really kind of. Where's my? There it is. They're kind of cramping my directional style. Here's my awesome, because I don't have the other cameras all set up yet. But let's go to the overhead cam. We can do a live look. Here's there's my delicious drink. Isn't that delicious? We got the cigar. Oh, the cigar's a little too close. A little too close. So the walk around tour here. See, there's the hive light, and the hive light is lighting up the lamp bone. The telephone's connected to the Moog. The Moog is connected to the 8mm. And then, yeah. And so we got the ring light overhead hitting down. Got the little quasar up here, just giving me a little top light. This will be super hard to see. See if it'll, you can't tell, but I got an egg crate. I got it flagged off at the top. I got it flagged off at the side. I got it flagged off at the bottom. That was because no one liked my lighting there. And then the camera, which you'll never be able to make out. Well, there you go. And then there's the green screen from last time. I'm toying with the idea. Y'all let me know if there's any interest and if this would be fun for anybody. Of just shooting one of these live streams, just full frame on the green screen and not putting a key behind it. And then like giving permission for people to pull some up to 30 seconds and key their own key in for fun. I don't know. I don't know if that'd be any fun. Hey, Chad, how are you? Moved from the hive light to the ring light. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ring light's just for fun. It's for macro. It's also for a couple of music videos I'll be doing soon. I wanted to get a good little ring light in there. I'm going to do some with the quasars and a triangle. And then I want that ring light. But that thing is just insanely bright. Let's see if I can turn it up here. Nice streaming backdrop. Well, thank you. Let's see here. I mean, that is bright. But I mean, I stared at it the other day, and it burned my retinas. I couldn't see. Everything had the ring in it. I think maybe that's because it was Halloween. I just turned it up a little bit brighter. It seems to be okay on the desk. Yeah, I mean, I had this like circle burned into my eyes for the longest time. The longest time. Chad, how are you? What's going on in your world? I am just enjoying a delicious cigar and chatting about whatever you guys want to chat about. If you have any questions about anything that I've done, anything that I haven't done, anything at all, I'm happy to answer or invent an answer. You never know. I'm happy to just kind of enjoy it. Just made a new video. What'd you make? What'd you do? I launched my new photography page. I like photography. What are you shooting? Links won't go through. I have them blocked. There was a couple of not so nice links that got sent once. But what's your subject matter? What do you like to shoot photography wise? And what do you shoot with? I'll tell you that the photography that truly inspires me, and I don't know why, is the product photography and food photography. I just think it's such an art form to make food look delicious, make drinks look delicious. I mean, there's just so much to you. So much to food photography. I just find that super interesting. Um, gonna show you yeah, the link won't come through. A Mavo EF Cinemacam. Interesting. Mavo? Did that come across misspelled? Mavo. Why does that not ring a bell? It's got to be misspelled. Mavo Cinema Camera. Okay, it's not misspelled. Oh, Kid Affinity. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I know who that is. That's the, and they're basically people that said, we also want to do what Red did. And you know what? I don't have a problem with that. They've actually done some fairly good stuff with their Kid Infinity. Originally it was supposed to be a 6K, then they're like, oh, it's 5K because we couldn't get it to work. And I mean, it shoots raw. It's pretty cool. Red carpet step and repeat. I was wondering, using a G7, what lens would be best for step and repeat? What kind of a shot are you going? Red carpet. See, you're already in red carpet. You have no idea what the lighting is going to be like. So you're going to need to have some range. You're going to need a low f-stop on there. And you're going to want to zoom. So whatever you're going to use a fast zoom lens because you need that versatility. I have my own lighting. It's my whole. Oh, it's your whole set. Okay. I'm the media guy for this. Even gotcha. Okay. Well, are you doing like a backdrop where they come and stand up in front of the backdrop and it needs to be in focus, or are you doing your own backdrop and you want it out of focus? What do you want? $25.17. On a G7, a 25 is going to be about a 60. So, I mean, a 60 equivalent. So that's pretty. I mean, that's pretty zoomed in for an event. I would think you're probably wanting to be somewhere in the 17 millimeter range, which is going to be about a 40. Just mainly because the distance to get a full, if you're going to do head to toe, which is typical for a red carpet, you're going to be so far back. So you might consider getting, I mean, the 1.7 is plenty fast. You're going to have to play how far back you're going to be, because if you get too far back, either they have problems with you in the area or someone will inadvertently walk in front of you. Would your kit lens be good enough? Is that the one that came with the G7? It's not going to be fast enough. I'll tell you that. I would not do that. I mean, I would definitely use the 25 over that one. The what is the kit lens on the G7? It's the 18 to 45, I think is right. 14 to 42. There it is. Yeah, and it's a 3.5. It's too slow. I don't know. If you don't have the money to buy like a 17, then you need to play with the 25 and see how far it's going to be, and then from there. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you how far you can be. Yeah, thank you. Yes, thank you. Let me do this. Sorry, I'm just going to do this right here on set here. Digital stills formats. Let's go with a micro 4/3. Yep, full frame. All stills, generic. And let's just do a 25. Yep, okay, done. So we're at 25. Yeah, you are not going to want to shoot with a 25. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have money to, and by the way, this is Artemis. Artemis Viewfinder Pro is what I'm using. It's pretty cool. Let me see if this will show it on here. Sorry. Really hard to see here. I mean, this is the crappiest webcam ever. That looks like a butt. That's awesome. So what we have here, there you go. So you choose, you can see at the top, I've chosen a micro four thirds, and I've chosen my lenses here. And you can see the red here is an 18, the green is a 15. So when you look at it, it'll show you what full screen would look like with the different lenses. And as you can, get my finger out of the way, as you can tell, I mean, to get a full body, you know, head to toe shot, you're going to be in the 15 to 18 millimeter, which is, happily, I'm happy to say I was right. 17 millimeter would be right about right. I think, I mean, they make a 12 to 35. That's a 2.8, not the fastest, but that's true. It is expensive though. That 12 to 35. I mean, I use that one a lot. I will say, honestly, I have been using the Sigma 18 to 35 with the Metabones XL. I have been using that more and more and more instead of the 12 to 35. And I love this. I mean, I love the Sigma lens. I mean, right off the bat, it is a phenomenally sharp lens. But the look that I get from it at 18 to 35 compared to the 12 to 35, it just looks so much better than that 12 to 35. That 12 to 35 is the same price as that 18 to 35, but you do have to buy a Metabones, and it's not tiny anymore. Yeah, 10 by 10 backdrop. I mean, my green screen is 11 wide by 10 tall, and I'm shooting. I am shooting at 18 millimeters back way over here to get towards the green screen. I'm not sure. You're going to need wide. So, I mean, 14, if that's all you got, then that's what you got. 14 to 17 is where I'd be. It's a nice app post link. Sure, I will. Well, I can't. Let me just type it over here. Let me see if I can spell it right. Artemis. We're spelling right here live. Artemis Pro Director's View Finder. I think it's like 20 bucks. So, I mean, it's a little pricey. The cool thing about it, and it's why I like that app, and it's where they may be 29, you could put in any camera. So I have it programmed with, well, I mean, when I was out there on my adventure, I had the Red at 6K widescreen with all the Vista Primes. They were all listed on there. So I would go out and I would say, okay, I need the 25 and I need the 50. And I mean, I could go out and figure out what I was going to shoot ahead of time. And that's really nice. And it doesn't matter what camera it is because they're all in there. Let's see here. Jamie, maybe I can attach an EF Metabones to my MEF adapter. Nope, it would not help you. What you would want, Jamie, is it makes it faster. So what a Metabones, there are two different types of Metabones. I don't have them in front of me. You have one that is just a converter, and your EF to M is a converter. All it does is it adapts lenses to your proprietary format. The other is a speed booster, as they call it, and inside are optics that actually widen the image. So it cheats and allows your camera to think it's a full frame camera. So like this right here, I mean, I'm on the GH5, which is a micro four thirds, and it's a 2x crop. But when I put the Metabones XL on there, it's a 0.64, which makes it basically full. It's not, I don't think it's full. I don't think it's full frame, but it's really close. It's in between Super 35 and full. But because it's a speed booster, it actually makes your lens faster. So the 18 to 35 Sigma is a f1.8, but it makes it a 1.1, which means it's a low light beast. And then you get seriously wide or shallow depth of field. Chad's right. The Viltrox, I wouldn't say it's as good, but I would say the difference is negligible. I think that's very fair. I don't know if it's a quarter of the price. I think it's about half the price of the XL, but it is quality. It is good, and it's going to be hard to tell the difference, but there is a little bit difference in the optics in the Metabones. But I don't think that's enough. Hey, Kyle, man, how are you? I see your internet still sucks, does it? Am I dropping frames? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Kyle, man, how are you? Man, I'm so glad I'm so sad we didn't get to hook up while I was up there. I did get some great footage of Oregon. I wish you guys experienced this thing called the sun. The sun would have been great. I didn't experience it until I left. It was sad. I mean, we had all those the fires, and then you had the rain come through. I did get Multnomah. I don't even know how to say it. Multnomah Falls. No, I did. The dams. Those were really cool. On the river, that was is that the Columbia River? Is that what that was? That was cool. I'd never seen a. We love our clowns. You're a dad now. Congrats, man. Congrats, boy or girl. Tell me. Give me some little deets. Would love for you to review my newest video. Like getting feedback from professionals. That's a boy. Nice. Is it a name or is it private? No problem. Either way. Let me see here. Oh, that's weird. It blocked you from asking me. I will. Let me see. Let me see what I can do here, because I am not set up at the moment to stream on. Hold on, let me close out a whole bunch of YouTube. New incognito. There we go. Let's see if I can do this. I have no idea. Nope. Video capture device, window capture. That's what I want to do. Hold on. Let me change this. We're going to go Chrome, new tab. There we go. All right. I've gone incognito. That is true. I have gone incognito. Send me your link. I'll take a look here. I want to do that. I don't mind reviewing people's videos. I just need to know what it is. Email the Diaz. Fair enough. But congrats, man. That's all healthy. Everything great. That's the important part. It's called don't walk, don't talk. I'm not sure if the audio will come through either. Let me see that. See if the video capture system audio cam link. So that one will be. Oop, I can't change that. Let's add in. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. See if that works. Cam link. Not sure. Add in audio input capture. Create new. Device it from the default. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to.
I don't think the audio is going to come through.
I have not configured that. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Nice rig. Thank you. I'm going to have to rewatch everything you said on replay because the video is just skipping and dropping on my end. Yeah. That's not. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be. I don't know. Well, let me look at my stats. These really cool stats. It shows current stream is 300 kilobits. So that sucks. Let's see. I'm dropping too many frames. Yes, everyone is healthy, just sleep deprived. Welcome to the rest of your life. It was really choppy for a bit. I'm at the mercy of the country. One day I'll move to the city but just a little. I can't, all I can do is drop down the video. Oh, there we go. I can use that. See if that helps. I don't know if it will. I dropped it down to 1 megabit. $134. Chad, that Viltrox that's the optical one for $134? That is cheap. Send me that link, Chad. Let me look at it. Let's see, did I miss anything else? Going to have to rewatch. Good man. Let's see, even cheaper on OfferUp. I don't know about OfferUp. I'm not been a huge fan. The weather has finally kind of mellowed a little bit. I mean, I love cold. I'm a big cold guy, but it was super cold for a while. Well, not super cold. Texas super cold, and now it's the perfect weather. It's like 60 during the day and 50s at night. I could totally deal with that. It's never hot enough to have to run the air conditioner. I like that. Can't send links. Well, okay. Listen to your advice and picked up a blue shape granite mini. You, sir, are gonna be happy. Did you get the 95 or the 150? Yeah, 155, I think. Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff that was shared with me about Blue Shape that I didn't realize was public, or people are just making it public. But Blue Shape makes like a ton of people's batteries. So as I always tell people, just buy a Blue Shape. And the reason that I used to not be able to say was because they're the best and they make everybody else's. I mean, all of Red's batteries are made by Blue Shape. That was something that I didn't realize was public, or people that made it public. I did the 147. Yep, pick it up. One more of those, and then a slew of 95s. Yep, sounds like you're going to be on an airplane. What's your personal opinion of the Canon Infinity line of cinema cameras? I think they're okay. I don't mind newcomers. I don't mind people testing the waters. I mean, the Red 1 was really weird at first. It took a while for Red to kind of grasp on and master their craft. And Canon Infinity is the same way. They're on, I think this is like version 3 or version 4 of their camera designs. Is it what I would buy? I don't think so. If someone said, here, you need to use this one for your shoot, I'll make do. I would ask, why? Why the Canon Infinity? Why is that the one you want to buy as opposed to something else? And what is it that you think it's going to do for you that others won't? We'll start with that way. Which one do you have? Do you have the original Red 1, or do you have the Red 1 MX? Kyle, did you see my note, Kyle, on Instagram? I sent you a note. Yeah, the MX. I like the MX sensor better than the original one by far. I sent you look, because it's what I told you there. Take that seriously. Trust me. It will come back badly. Let's see here. I love the Blue Shapes. Love Blue Shapes. I mean, these are the original granites that they came out. And, I mean, they just don't have problems. They just work all the time. And they're so... Yeah, the original was a toaster oven. Yeah, it was. You're right. But, I mean, it's still... The MX sensor is still a good sensor. I know so many people that have the Scarlet MXs. And I like the look of them. I mean, they're not dragons, and they're not heliums, and they're not Geminis, and they're not Monstros. But you know what? We can't live on the edge. We can't afford to. the Dragon, I love it so much, it's hard for me to upgrade. I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to make Jared happy, and I'm going to upgrade, and he's going to say, ha, I finally got him. It's going to happen here really soon. But I'm probably going to keep my Dragon. I just love the Dragon. I really, really want a larger than 5K Gemini is what I want. That is so weird, the different color smokes. I feel like the Gemini is going to be the key. I mean, the Monstro is super cool, but I would have to sell my house. My wife might say something about, she likes having a house. We can live in the van. I mean, based on my research, I can get spot on results with the Mavo minus the price of the native components and coming in at 7K. I can do more depth, period. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you not to buy it. What I would tell you is to do a little more research. I mean, I love trying new things. I love pushing the envelope. But there are other cameras that I would probably look at first. Honestly, right now, if I had the 7K, I'd buy a Blackmagic Ursa Mini Pro. Couple of reasons. Number one, Ursa Mini Pro, you can now get the RAW with that and not the D&G RAW. And that's a good camera. It's got 15 stops of dynamic range, and it's pretty close. It's about 14 and a half. But I got a great image out of that sucker. When I had one, it was great. I don't know about the C200. I don't think I would do the C200. I mean, a friend of mine's got one. He loves it. I'm just not a C200 kind of guy. Raven, I like Raven because it's Dragon sensor. But honestly, if I were you, I would spend the extra $1,000 and get the Scarlet W. The main reason is you can upgrade it. It is also 5K. And it's also a little less noisy than the Raven. As a priest, I use it daily for my stuff and rent bigger when I need to. Yeah, I agree, Robert. I think Blackmagic has come a long way. I think their 4.6 sensor is a great sensor. Yeah, Kyle is absolutely correct. Owning good glass. I mean, I am a glass hound. I love glass because, as I said in that Takina review video, it's a character. It is a mood. It is a part that you need to consider in every production. And I mean, there's no one size fits all. There really isn't, because your mood may be dark, or your mood may be old, your mood may be sharp, your mood may be nature. There's different glass for each of that. So you have to consider that as well. What I don't like about the Ursa is noisy. It is a low light mess. It's actually a little noisier to me than the Dragon, and the Dragon loves light. It needs so much light. Now so this is the Epic, the original Epic with the Dragon sensor. The Scarlet W with the Dragon sensor is actually a stop better in noise than this one, because they have better noise reduction on the processor, on the Scarlet W. I think that's something to look at. You have a sweet van. I endorse that decision. But my wife, coming in at 7K. Let's see here. I've done 10 for the price of the Mavo. If it has ProRes 10-bit and more than other codecs, but so does the Scarlet. Anything with the DSMC2 body has ProRes. No red for me. I don't want to drop all my dollars on native parts that's priced ridiculous. It's true. I mean, if you're going to buy, say you're going to buy a brand new Scarlet W, you're going to spend 20 grand. If you're going to buy a Raven, you're going to spend 17 grand. You could also buy used. I mean, the Epic Dragons right now are pretty darn cheap, sadly. I kind of wish they weren't. I've seen the kits. I've seen a fully rigged out Epic Dragons now for less than 20. Some of them I've seen bodies for like 9. I mean, it's something to consider. Ooh, you got the SLR Magic Apo 50. Nice. I have been a fan of SLR Magic. They're really difficult to work with. Back when they first started doing their little adapters, their anamorphic adapters, I've got one of it's the, what is it, the 1.33 anamorphic, takes a 16:9 and makes it anamorphic widescreen. When the 2X came out, I tried like crazy. I contacted them every possible way. It took 6 months for them to be able to figure out how to get one to me because they're in England and they didn't want to ship it to the US for some reason. I don't know, it was weird. It kind of turned me off. But I mean, I've seen several shots done now with their Apos. I've seen several shots done with their full lenses, the anamorphic lenses. I can't say I'm not impressed. I think they look pretty good. Pretty reasonable prices, too. Yeah, it does hurt. I mean, look at it this way, Kyle, and no thank you. I mean, when I bought my Red, I bought this right before the weapon was announced, and I'm okay with that. I knew that there was going to be something better, but I did my research, and what I wanted was a Dragon. In fact, when I bought mine, they were still selling the MX. I could still buy the Epic with the MX. I could still buy the 1.8-inch red mags. I could buy all of that. I chose this one because it was the latest of everything, and it was the 6K. I wanted the 6K so I could get the higher frame rates as possible, because you could do 100 frames a second at 6K widescreen on this. And I think the Dragon is a beautiful, beautiful sensor, especially in nature. To try and get it from being, yeah, exactly, Robert. It's oh, you got it in 3 days for Adorama. I've had good luck and bad luck with Adorama. I've also had really good luck and bad luck with B&H. I mean, my Ursa Mini, I had it on back order forever from B&H. And then I went to my local brick and mortar Precision and bought it right then and there. And I had one before many people had. I had one back in June, I guess, 2 years ago when they first came out. I mean, they were really hard to get, and they had one. I was like, I'll take that one. Thank you. I mean, Chad, buy what you want to buy. Do your research, and then when you buy it, be happy with it. Buy it knowing what you intended to buy and what you plan on using it for. And be happy with your decision. You know, some of us drink Pepsi. I don't drink Pepsi. No, I don't want to lose any viewers. I drink Coca-Cola products. Not really, not that many, but Diet Coke. Some people drink Pepsi. Some people drink Coke products. Some people drink Coors Light. Some people drink Miller Lite. Some people drink Bud Light. I mean, there's differences of opinions, and people will say Coors Light tastes better than Miller Lite or vice versa. It's what you want. It's what your eyes can do for you. I've seen some pretty amazing stuff coming out of the Kinefinity stuff. That being said, I have no idea how much work they had to put in to get it. I don't know. I have not shot with one. Guess I want to make my own path when it comes to film. Absolutely, dude. No, don't let me talk you out of it. I mean, I'll give you my opinion, and my opinion is mine. But do study all the great Spielberg. Yep. Personal favorite. Yeah, I'm a huge Spielberg fan. I just love what he does with light. I mean, be your own voice. I'll tell you what, I would respect you for being your own voice far more than just doing what I say. That's for sure. I mean, you can do everything that I say and you may hate it, or you can do what you feel passionate about and feel great. I mean, I got a lot more respect for that. Is my internet dropping? Oh, it is dropping. Ooh, whoa, no. Come on back, come on back, come on back. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. We've stabilized. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, it's back. Oh, look at that. Horrible. I don't know. No offense. I'm taking all this in and just want to bend my end product to be a pinch different. Sure. Absolutely. You, everyone has a look. Everyone has a style. Like you say, Spielberg. Spielberg has a style. You can look at a Spielberg thing and pretty much, I mean, you won't know for a fact it's Spielberg, but when you know it's Spielberg, you know certain things are there. You know how he's going to move that camera. And it's hard to motivate as well camera movement and lighting as well as Spielberg does. But he's a great resource to learn from. But if you are Spielberg Jr., then you're not you. And you definitely need to be you. And you need to have your flair. I mean, my stuff, I really don't like the way I grade a lot of my short films. But people tell me it looks great. I don't know. I guess that's my look. I keep grading them that way, and people like them. So I mean, we're all creatives. We hate what we do. Who is that? Yep. Okay. Yeah. Spielberg is an L-shaped camera action with focus being pulled. Now, I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't think you can formula him. I think the way he works with cameras or the way he works with motivation of camera is he likes to draw your attention to many different things before he draws your attention to the actual thing. For instance, he may focus in over here. This is spinning. This is spinning. Oh, my wife just brought me a drink. I follow the drink over here. It comes sitting down. And then I reach over and I grab the cigar. And the cigar comes into frame. And then it pulls back up. And then it hits on me. That's a Spielberg move right there. It had nothing to do with this. This wasn't there. It didn't need to be there. This didn't need to be there. But it drew your attention to set the scene. It drew your attention to the surroundings. And it also widened that shot. It kept this little close-up, little shot, to a wide shot with close-ups. That's my take on a Spielberg. I mean, sure, he does L-shaped moves, but he loves people walking. He always uses people walking to move that camera and follow things around, and then boom, land on something. You have a name for your look. Eccentricity. Spielberg is a light plus movement. Yeah. Do I follow typical industry standards when creating content? Content is art. So here's what it's never be ashamed of who you are. Never be ashamed of your vision. However, you may not get noticed for your vision until after you have achieved someone else's vision. The ways that's avoided, if you go out and do like a film festival piece, and you have just your look solely on it, and the story sucks in everybody, your vision has now been captured. But you've got to win. You've got to be at like Sundance or something major where everybody's looking for that next vision, and then your vision is captured. The other way is you shoot what other people want. People then say, this guy knows how to do this, this, and this, and you start incorporating your vision into it. It's another way to do it. neither one of them are right or wrong, but you probably have more success doing other people's work and then working towards you. But always have your own vision. What's my favorite genre of film? Ooh. I really have two. I love sci-fi. I just absolutely love sci-fi, especially space-based sci-fi. And then secondly, any kind of spy type movie. Anything. Oh, there's so many. Any kind of spy movie. I mean, like Mission Impossibles. I love. Except for two. Two never happened. But all the Mission Impossibles. I love that style. The James Bond style. I like that. I like anything that has twists and turns and plots. Like what's the Tom Cruise movies? Jack Reacher. I love Jack Reacher movies. I love things where you're provided evidence and you have to figure it out while someone else figures it out. That is the kind of spy, the genre that I like to do. I watched Hateful Eight for the third time last night and paid attention to the lighting. The lighting is genius on that. And I did it. So if you've seen my short, which almost no one has, the Good Enough short, which I would completely redo again, I did the Hateful Eight lighting on it. I saw Hateful Eight in the theater with in 70 millimeter. And it was amazing. But all he does is he has a little bit of ambient light around and he hits a huge spot right on the desk or the table and bounces it up in their faces. It is amazing what he got from that look. It was so it's so ingenious, and that's what I did on my short, Good Enough. By the way, Good Enough is going to have about 8 more parts to it. It's not what it seems. Sci-fi. Yep, Chad likes sci-fi. What kind of sci-fi do you like? Like a sci-fi movie that I truly loved that everyone else apparently hate was Passengers. I think Passengers is a fantastic movie, and everyone hates it because he woke her up. Get past that. It isn't the point. The reality is, if he didn't wake her up, she'd be dead. But I hope you all have seen the movie. Passengers to me was a amazing sci-fi movie. It didn't have to be in space. It could have been underwater, but it was a sci-fi type movie, and I totally dug it. Got it. Jack Reacher, yes. Django. See, when Django Unchained came out, I was like, I don't know if I want to see this. I don't know if I'll like it. I have watched that movie probably 9 times already. In fact, I'll probably watch it again because you just said it. Because there's so much in that movie. The lighting in that movie is amazing. The lighting, they go from like super, super soft lighting just all around, just kind of creating that generic candlelit atmosphere, to like hard pinpoint lighting that you just don't notice, but it's there. It's cool. John Carter. See, it flopped in theaters because Disney didn't know how to sell it. Disney did not know how to... they didn't know how to market that movie because there was so much more to it. But people are like, "What's this movie about?" I have no idea. It's John Carter from Mars. I don't know. It's John. I don't know what it means. And it was actually a pretty good movie. It wasn't bad. Blade Runner. Yeah, he's kind of masterful. Here's my sad truth on Blade Runner. I watched that movie when it first came out. I was a youngin' back then, but I watched it. I've seen it probably 47 times. I've only watched it through its entirety maybe 2 or 3 times. I can't get through it. It is so slow paced. It's a visual orgy, but it's so slow in the way it's drawn out. It's tough for me to consume. And the same thing with the new one. But I love it. I love the way it looks. Oh my God, Upgrade. Yeah, I've heard about Upgrade. I have not watched it, and I do need to watch it. I'm going to get a drink here. I need to refill this. So I'm going to switch over to this camera. Oh, that's horrible. I don't want the live stream people going, oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? It's probably dropping frames. Oh, it is dropping frames. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at all the frames dropping. I'm sorry that I suck. My internet provider sucks. There we go. I'm going to get a refill here. I was going to do my live stream the other day on the green screen with the full green screen. I was going to introduce it as, and I have to start wearing pants. I always wear these comfy shorts when I'm doing live streams and when I'm behind the thing. I mean, that's what everybody does. They don't wear pants, right? No one wears pants. No, I'm just... Wouldn't it be nice if I was mixing up a nice adult beverage to go with that cigar? Oh, that'd be so good. But just a fruity drink. Just a fruity drink. Let's see here. Back to me. Boom. Here I am. Again on my own. Oh, Kyle, you got to go? All right, buddy. We'll see you. I'm naked watching. You can wear what you want in the man cave. That's true. That's true. Back when it was set up originally, it was built as a studio. It was always going to be a studio, but I didn't have the wherewithal to do the video at the time. This was built in like 2009, I think, is when my wife and I built it. So we built it as kind of a man cave complex, and somewhere there's a bunch of pictures I can show of it. But I sent around and asked people for names. What would you name the man cave? The funniest one came from my buddy's sister. She called it the ballroom, and that just, I mean, when you take that play on words, it's hilarious. District 9. I have not seen District 9. Westerns. Westerns are off and on for me. I mean, like Django is kind of a Western, and I like that kind. I liked the what's the one with Kiefer Sutherland and all those. I like that. Those were good. Choppy. That was a weird one. I didn't like Choppy or Chappy or Chopy or whatever they want to call it. I thought it was a little strange to make the robot continue to be evil or bad. I don't know. It just wasn't my favorite. I did like Ex Machina or Ex Machina, whatever you want to call it. I thought that was a good sci-fi movie. And I have lots of ideas for sci-fi movies. I just don't have the team yet to make the ones that I have in my head. I got a couple of good ones. The script is all up here. The idea is all written down. The outlines are there. It's just not. Yes. Choppy was pretty much no disassemble Johnny 5. Indeed. How are we dropping now? Golly, we're dropping like crazy. That's sad. How long have I been live streaming for? I've been going for 1 hour. Yeah, I feel bad with the dropping of frames. I think it's probably better if I just end this one so it doesn't get too bad. I'll just let it upload. Y'all can go back and watch later. But yeah, I mean, have your own voice. Do your own thing. Don't let anybody change who you are, but let people influence who you are. As always, if anybody has any questions or comments, do feel free to put those in the comment section down below. I do try to read and respond to each and every one, even if it's just to say thank you. Also, I do have a Patreon. If anybody wants to support me on Patreon, do that. That's kind of cool. You know, it's kind of like, hey, Scott, here's some thank yous. Also, follow me on social medias at Scott Balkum on everything except for Snapchat. Nobody does that anymore. And yeah, I mean, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing is like part of everything here. You want to be a part of this community. I want you to be a part of this community. Let's be a part of the community together. Subscribe and click that little alert bell next to it. That way we'll all know when I'm live streaming, including me. I'll know when I'm live streaming because I have the little alert bell next to mine. And so, yeah. As always, as I like to leave it, don't let your passions center around your life. Let your life center around your passions. Just got about 20 seconds go by. Wow, so many drop frames, so many drop frames.